that very victorious end of season that we would need to consolidate either a 2-3 or even potentially if some of the others blow up a little, a first spot, not impossible. And difficult, but not impossible. Then it needs to start here.
Exactly, it's needing to pick up that form before we get towards the tail end of the season and the playoffs that Maidstone hopefully find themselves in from our Stones Live Maidstone perspective. Team news for both sides, starting with the visitors, Dorking Wanderers in blue tops, white shorts and blue socks. They make 2 changes from their 2-2 draw at Chelmsford, 2 being the operative number this evening, boys and girls. Brennan Camp and Josh Taylor coming in. Yeah, it's obviously come in and then come out by the looks of things, because Charlie Seaman's taken it quite far away. I mean, that was a foul throw, but there you go.
It certainly, and Shackpoke doesn't gather, but the ball comes to Corn. Corn knocks forward and Nicky chases down. Almost won by Bivesh Gurung. Dorking with the ball at the moment, and that's Charlie Seaman gets a foot in towards George Fowler. Bivesh Gurung beats 2 players. George Fowler forward towards Arj Krasnicki on the goal line. Gets it across towards Shackpoke, puts it over!
What a chance. What a chance for the Stones early on there, Darren.
Yeah,
Arj Krasnicki running in behind the defence and just hooking it back across goal.
Anyway, Charlie Seaman gets the ball into the area. It's Blair on the edge of the area. He's robbed by Gallagher, but it falls as far as Gurung. Gurung to Brooks on the corner of the area. Brooks gets it in, and that's over everybody, and will be a goal kick out by Oweka towards Seaman. Seaman gets in ahead of Norville Williams, on by Krasnicki. Back to Blair, from Blair to Krasnicki, and Krasnicki puts Blair into space, but right on the left touchline by the corner flag, gets it onto his right foot, back to Ben Brooks. Ben Brooks gets a first time crossover, that's headed out by Craig. Blair doesn't actually manage to gather, and the ball is cleared. And Oweka is beaten by Rutherford. Rutherford runs on his own, still Rutherford. He's got Dorking players in front of him now, gets it out right, and that's Pryor, and that's in the side netting. Just a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, end to end, as we mentioned already, Darren, plays the Dorking way and really does go a long way to helping them be where they are, frankly, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, anyway, long throw into the box, headed on, away by Greenwich. But it's with Dorking on the corner of the area with Pryor. Cross in, hits Ben Brooks on the backside. Falls to a Dorking player, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor gets the cross in, but that's out by George Fowler as far as Arj Krasnicki. Krasnicki only gets it as far as Norville Williams. Norville Williams hits it outright. Cross comes over. And that falls to Rutherford. Great save by Alexis Andre.
We've got to acknowledge...
Fantastic save that was.
Great save, thumping effort. You've got to acknowledge the fact that Fowler in the first instance got a header out away from Rutherford. Yeah, anyway, you might be revoking that.
Ball on by Temi Oweka towards Charlie Seaman. Charlie Seaman gets it out right to Shackpoke. Shackpoke gets it onto his right foot, runs at 2 Dorking players, gets it across the box, and Stones player comes in, Sam Corn, and takes it towards the near post. 2 players go over, and that's won by Krasnicki. Back out to Seaman. There's still 2 players on the floor. That cross comes in, and that's straight into Fulks' breadbasket as both Oweka and Rutherford, and Temi Oweka's kind of limping. But we're almost, he's running now, almost at half time.
Run that off very quickly. I think it's where he was just caught up with him in the ground or with his lace or something. Yeah, I think he's trying to get his boot back on potentially
back
from
with
the look
Nilsson,
of him.
inside to Craig, out to Camp. Camp hits the ball forward. That's won by Ben Brooks. As far as Blair, who's dropped reasonably deep. Greenwich hits it forward towards Krasnicki. A Dorking player has part of his shirt. Ball's won. This comes forward towards Carter. Carter to Rutherford on the corner of the box. Rutherford turns inside, hit against the Maidstone player, and that will be a corner right at the end of the first half here.
Yeah, it's a very good save from Andre Jr. in the end, needing to tip that one away. A good counter-attack. Stones just losing the ball in midfield.
It's just a little bit messy right at the front in this first half.
Corn complaining to referee Phil Eddy there that Taylor had a bit of a swing at him there.
And Temi Oweka slips, and great save by Alexis Andre. Headed back. and that ball just falls straight into Alexis Andre Jr.'s amidst appeals for a penalty, but not really hit against everybody. Temi Aweka slipped, and that almost put Dorking Wanderers in. And a long ball forward. Aweka goes across, tries to shepherd it out. He's pushed over and actually now gets the ball. Referee signals play on, and Temi Aweka clears.
Fortunate, but very well played all at once somehow.
Shokpote loses out to Camp. On by Gallagher. Camp comes forward. Out to Muet, playing on the right. Takes it onto his left foot. Vivesh Gurung comes across. Taylor has the ball, runs past two people, hits it against Sam Corn, and Krasnicki doesn't get there first. Excellent work there from Charlie Carter. Gets it to Milsom. Milsom under attention from Blair. Gets it out left to Norville Williams. Marked by Seaman. Gets it back to Milsom. Long loopy cross over everybody. And that will be cleared. But only as far as Taylor. Stone's under pressure here. Taylor plays a nice little 1-2 and Muet gets it across and Rutherford scores. That's 1-0 to Dorking.
Yeah, they've been getting themselves more and more into this match as the second half has worn on. The Stones just unable to clear their lines, and a lovely 1-2 that Taylor played, and he slotted in Muet down the right-hand side, and it's as cool as you like as he comes up towards Andre Jr. and he just deflects it away from him into the path of Rutherford, where both Higgs and Corn have been able to play. Can that release Corn a bit further up? Because the Stones really do need him going forward. Second deepest back though at this stage is Corn still.
Anyway, Seaman, Higgs gets his first touch, but that's out by Taylor. And they come forward and Muet breaks free, but he's under attention from Brooks, but he runs at Brooks on the edge of the area, gets it onto his left foot, gets a shot in, and that is cleared by George Fowler as far as Tom Leahy. Leahy gets the ball forward. He's got Blair running outside him and finds him. Blair brings the ball down on the corner of the box, gets it onto his left foot towards Jordan Higgs, and Jordan Higgs shouts for a penalty, but I think Josh Taylor was just standing his ground, and Dorking will get clear.
They kept the ball for so long after that goal, and the Stones really hadn't done much, so hence George is at the throw on as many players as he can to try and win that ball back and then do something with it once they've got it back.
Anyway, that's it over Trusty. Trusty manages to control.
Wow.
And he gets... Muet goes past him and goes over. I don't think Trusty really did anything, whereas Gallagher has... corner of the 6-yard box. Headed back out towards Charlie Seaman, gets a cross in towards Fowler, and that's taken out of the air by Fawkes. Fowler gets a decent contact on it, but it's close enough to Fawkes.
Position, and Charlie Seaman taken up the left, so you've got Seaman on the left, and as I say, Wanjar Smith through the middle with Blair.
Brooks to Blair, back to Brooks, and Brooks back to Aweka, to Trusty.
Little over 2 minutes left of the game before stoppages, Darren. It's going to be at least 4 up front for the Stones. Sam Corn's in that front line now as well. Wanjar Smith joining him, so there's about 6 or 7 along that front line. It really is now Alamo time and trying to get anything out of this game.
Yeah, Ben Brooks, he's got Charlie Seaman, as you said, on the left outside him. Seaman gets across him with his left foot, that's over everybody, and that's in! That looks like that could have been an own goal. It's either Lee's or it's an own goal, but that's 1-1. 2 minutes to go. Just trying to look at which Dorking player that potentially hit. I'm not sure your view on that, Sean.
Well, I'm with you, Darren. It looked like where may well have been the defender that was with Leahy that might well have put it in. Andre
Jr. hits it high into the night sky towards Sol Wanjar Smith. Dorking win. That's headed on by one of the substitutes, and Aweka is robbed by Pryor. Tate Trusty gets it back to Alexis Andre Jr. just wide, just a little moment there as George Fowler clears the ball.
Wasn't comfortable, not going to lie.
Yeah, and that is the end of the game.
And breathe. What a cracking game of football that was, Darren.
It really was. It really was quite good. Lived up to the billing.
We gave it a lot of billing, to be fair, didn't we? Understandably so.